This is Voice of Korea.
This is Voice of Korea.
This is Voice of Korea.
We begin the English language transmission from Pyongyang, the capital of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea.
Honor season mixed colors. Song of General Kim Il-sung. Mil covers son of General Kim Jong-il. You are listening to Voice of Korea News Now. A message of greetings and gift was sent to respected Kim Jong-un by the Chairman and Vice Chairman of the Russian-Korean War Veterans Council, and the gift by the General Manager of the Beijing Shifenglin Architectural Decoration Process Designing Company Limited of China on the occasions of the Day of the Sun and 82nd anniversary of the heroic Korean People's Army. The message of greetings and gifts were recently handed to the ambassador, student and plenipotentiary of the DPRK to Russia by Kremlenko, Chairman of the Russian-Korean War Veterans Council, and to DPRK official concerned working in China by Wang Shizi, General Manager of the Beijing Shifenglin Architectural Decoration Process Designing Company Limited of China. Respected Kim Jong-un, First Secretary of the War Veterans of Korea, First Chairman of the National Defense Commission of the DPRK, and Supreme Commander of the Korean People's Army, recently received messages of greetings from Presidents of the Democratic and Popular Republic of Algeria, Mongolia, the Union of Myanmar, and Nepal. The messages sincerely congratulated Kim Jong-un on his re-election as the first chairman of the National Defense Commission of the DPRK, according to the unanimous will and desire of the whole army and the people. We wish him health and happiness and great success in his work, and the people of the DPRK prosper and progress and prosperity. Respected Kim Jong-un's revolutionary activities were reported abroad on April 25th and 26th. The news respected the Supreme Commander Kim Jong-un guided the gunning practice of artillery subunit of Unit 681 of the Korean People's Army. As reported by the China News Service, the Chinese Hong Kong Phoenix Satellite Television, the Chinese website People's Network, the Russian Etar Test, the Iranian Foreign News Agency, the Japanese Gildan News, and Tokyo Shimbun. The Nepalese newspaper article, during the photograph accompanied news that Kim Jong-un visited the Constant Palace of the Sun together with the senior officials of the armed forces organs on the occasion of the Day of the Sun. The international community highly praises the greatness of respected Kim Jong-un. The head of the Department of Politics Faculty of Damascus University of Syria, chairman of the Russian Association for the Promotion of the Study and Dissemination of Kim Jong-un's works, chairman of the Swiss Korean Committee, president of the Socialist Party of Berlin, chairman of the Indian Society for the Study of Kim Jong-un's works, and vice president of the Jakarta National University of Indonesia, said, "Leader Kim Jong-un is just the same with President Kim Il-sung and leader Kim Jong-il in appearance, personality, and leadership." They said it is not long since he led Korea, but world media highly praise him as man of the world and the greatest of the great men. Though he is the youngest leader in the world, respected Kim Jong-un fully maintains and strictly implements the best idea of serving the people, they said, and stressed that no force in the world can check the advance of the Korean people led by such a great leader. Receptions, photo and book exhibitions, film shows, and other celebrations took place at the DPRK missions in Cuba, Vietnam, Iran, Malaysia, Myanmar, Austria, Romania, the Czech Republic, Senegal, Libya, Egypt, Ethiopia, the Democratic Congo, Brazil, and Peru, and DPRK permanent missions in the UN Secretariat and international organizations in Geneva and in the United Nations on the occasion of the Day of the Sun. Seen on the front walls of the venues of the event were smiling portraits of the great Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il, and their joint full-length pictures and floral baskets and bouquets were laid before them. Displayed in the venues were photographs on the immortal exploits of great Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il and respected Kim Jong-un. Also on display were their famous works and photographs and books from Korea. Invited to the events were officials of the government, political parties, military, and other organizations and institutions of these countries, representatives of international, regional, and non-governmental organizations, and diplomats of different countries. Present there were officials of the DPRK missions. Senior officials of the party said Thursday significantly marked the 124th anniversary of May Day, the international holiday of the working people of the whole world, together with working people in different parts of the DPRK. Kim Yong-nam, Park Bong-soo, and other senior officials of the party and the state, chairperson of a friendly party, and officials of the party, cabinet, working people's organizations, ministries, national institutions, local party and government bodies, went to the Pyongyang Kim Jong-un Textile Mill, the State Academy of the Sciences, the Say and Heavy Machine Complex, the Dongbong Cooperative Farm in Hamsu County, the Nampo Fishery Station, and other institutions, enterprises, factories, and farms, and congratulated the workers, agricultural working people, and intellectuals on the holidays. They laid floral baskets and bouquets before the bronze statues of President Kim Il-sung, smiling portraits of great Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il, and their mosaic murals. The senior officials met and encouraged labor innovators, and together with the working people, they played tug-of-war, Korean chess, youth games, and various other sports and amusement games, and enjoyed art performances. A grand reception was given at the newly built dormitory of the workers of the Pyongyang Kim Jong-un Textile Mill on Thursday in honor of the workers on the occasion of May Day. Invited to the reception were labor innovators of the mill and workers who greeted their birthday on the significant holiday. Present there were commanding officers of the units of the People's Army that built the dormitory. Vice Marshal of the Korean People's Army, Hwang Byung-soo, Director of the General Political Bureau of the Korean People's Army, made a congratulatory speech at the reception. He, upon the authorization of respected Marshal Kim Jong-un, warmly congratulated all the working class, including innovators of the mill, who greeted May Day with private successes in their work. He said, there are many palaces and hotels in the world for a small number of the rich who enjoy luxury by exploiting the working people. but admirable workers' hotels and palaces are found only in our country, and so is the reception given on revues. The workers of the mill who are standing on the forefront of building a thriving socialist nation should produce more cloth to repay the trust and expectation of respected Marshal Kim Jong-un, they stress. Working people across the DPRK significantly celebrated May Day. The factories, enterprises, cocoa farms, and parks on pledge grounds in the capital Pyongyang and local areas decorated in a festive mood were animated with holiday makers. Working people in Pyongyang, including the workers of the Pyongyang Kim Jong-il textile mill, the Pyongyang Summer Park complex, the Kim Jong-tae electric locomotive complex, and the Pyongyang construction factory, spent a pleasant time with a tug of war and other sports and amusement games, folk games, and art performances. Artists of the National Theatrical Troupe, the Piba the Opera Troupe, the National Folk Art Troupe, and others pleased the holiday-making working people of different stripes with fine performances. The working people of different other places, such as the Tsulima Steel Complex, the Nandong Youth Chemical Complex, the Dongbong Coal Farm in Hamsu County, and those in Gyeongsong, Sinutsu, Haesang, Ganggi, Hamong, Tariwan, and other regions, spent May Day pleasantly with the sports and folk amusement games. The State Military Chorus gave a performance at the April 25th House of Culture in Pyongyang on Thursday on the occasion of May Day, the international holiday of the workers of the world. It was appreciated by Kim Ki-nam and other senior officials of the party and state officials concerned, general officers of the Korean People's Army and working people in Pyongyang. The performance started with orchestra music and serial songs sung in praise of the sun. Stood on the stage were male chorus, Male Victory, female folk song solo, and male chorus, Song of a Big Hole of Fish, male chorus, Revolutionary Armed Forces, loyal only to the leadership of Marshal Kim Jong-un, and other items. The secular sports games of public health workers closed at the Pyongyang Indoor Stadium on May the 1st. Present at the closing ceremony were Vice Premier Kim Yong-jin, officials concerned, public health officials, players, and youth and students. The Pyongyang Maternity Hospital took the first place, the Korea General Red Cross Hospital and Kim Man-il Hospital the second and third respectively. The spokesman for the Guidance Bureau for Protection of National Property of the DPRK issued a press statement on May the 1st under the title, Unpardonable Traitorous Crimes of Park Geun-hye and her group abusing even national cultural property plundered by the United States for confrontation with a fellow countrymen. The statement said, during his visit to Seoul some time ago, U.S. President Obama returned cultural property plundered by the United States, and concerning it, Park Geun-hye and her group defended their master and made provocative outbursts that it had been robbed by the North. Park Geun-hye received belatedly what had to be returned, but made a vow with the thanks without saying a proper word to the master. Now, their senseless outbursts and wrongdoings trigger off burning indignation of the entire fellow countrymen. The descendant of an officer of the U.S. Marines who had plundered the cultural property confessed the fact. U.S. authorities concerned confirmed it, and Obama himself officially admitted that it had been illegally taken to the United States in the conclusion of the war. But President has said it had been robbed by the North and malignantly slandered the fellow countrymen. It shows what a base and dirty pro-American adulteress she is. When South Korea is a sea of tears, a house of funeral because of the sinking of the passenger ship, Park Geun-hye, flying her skirts, invited the U.S. master and made plots for confrontation and war, and not content with it, insulted us even concerning the cultural property. It shows that she is a pro-American traitor devoid of even an iota of reason and elementary ethics. The traitorous crimes of Park Geun-hye and her group abusing even national historical property for confrontation with a fellow countryman are unpardonable, the press statement stressed. The international community admire the Korean people who enjoy a happy and genuine life as with the leaders generation after generation. The Nepalese newspaper Noya Kotbarwa, the Uruguayan newspaper La Juventud, the national radio of Guinea, and websites of the Nigerian National Committee for the Study of Kim Il-sungism, Kim's Community, and the British Association for the Study of Indian Policy that Korea has no exploitation and oppression of men by men, nor serious social problems like polarization of the rich and the poor. They praise that Korean society fully ensures all rights of social beings. The Vice Chairman of the Communist League of Finland and the Secretary General of the National Committee for the Study of the Tzuchi idea of the Democratic Congo said, Korea is the people's paradise, where the sovereignty of the country is held by the people, tax does not exist, and free education and free medical care system are enforced. They said, Korea is getting stronger under the policy of love for the people enforced by Marshal Kim Jong-un. South Korean people instantly admire the most superior DPRK, where the working masses exercise their rights as masters of the society. Yonhap News, CJ Ilbo, Tory News, and other media gives wide publicity to the great personality of respected Marshal Kim Jong-un, who shows boundless loving care and trust to agricultural workers. Businessman Lee Yong-man in Busan, Unionist Kim Yong-ho of the Confederation of Trade Unions, retired Professor Kim Sang-soo of Korea University, worker Kim Won-il in Ulsan, and the people of different circles said, the North is the world of the working class, or trust that the true features of the society of the North attaching importance to the working class can be seen from the fact that the high-ranking officials of the state go among the workers, congratulate them on their successes in their work, and celebrate May Day together with them. According to the South Korean internet newspaper Pyongyang News, peace movement organizations staged a demonstration in New York on April 25th, denouncing the U.S. president's trip to Asia. The participants made public statements against the strengthening of military alliance between the United States, South Korea, and Japan, and the conclusion of the U.S.-led TPP. According to the Chosun Symbol, organ of the Central Standing Committee of the General Association of Korean Residents in Japan, South Korean painter Hong Song-dam, in his recent lecture in Tokyo, said, Japan and South Korea entirely subjugated to the United States are little different from states of the United States. He urged the Asian artists to stage solidarity actions to raise the people's consciousness on anti-war, human rights, and peace. The statement of a spokesman for the DPRK Foreign Ministry given to media concerning daily increasing danger of confrontation and conflict in the Asia-Pacific region due to reckless moves of the U.S. President was reported on April 29th and 30th by the Chinese Xinhua News Agency, Global Times, and internet homepage People's Network, Voice of Russia, Idara Test, US VOA, and the Japanese Gilda News. And that's the end of the news read by Kim Hyun-oh. This is Voice of Korea. Now we enjoy your mail chorus. President Kim Il-sung is with General Kim Jong-il. glorious motherland, created in Tuesday 36 or 1947.
Please enjoy piano concerto, The Presto, My Motherland.
the song, Bright is Our Future. We laugh off all difficulties. Our irresistible strength will move even mountains. Nobody will check our road to socialism. Bright is our future under the brilliant sun of guidance. You enjoy your female chorus, Our Road of March. What is the purpose of the U.S. aid? The United States is talking about an open recruit of organizations that can contribute to North Korean human rights and democracy and aid to them. The U.S. Department of State on April the 15th announced $350,000 of aid to the organizations conducting criminal activities such as gathering information of the DPRK, smuggling dishonest propaganda materials, and sending DVD and USB with motion pictures and documents into the DPRK through large balloons and so on. It suggests that the human rights racket against the DPRK of the United States, terrified by the advantages and invincibility of Korean socialism, has become more undisguised. The ulterior design of the United States is to topple independent countries which did not dance to its tune by putting the cap of the human rights violator on them and instigating miscellaneous dirty organizations to undermine those countries. The United States used human rights and democracy as a pretext when they undermined the socialist system in the former Soviet Union and East European countries during the period of the Cold War, and recently overthrew different countries in the Middle East and North Africa. But the United States does not know too much about the socialist system and people of the DPRK. The socio-political system of the DPRK provides by law the people with all kinds of political rights and freedom, regards them as the masters of the state and society, and ensures that everything serves them. Today, the Korean people are proud of their terrible successes achieved in the struggle to defend their sovereignty and human rights. The United States often talks about human rights of others, but is the most dangerous country to world peace and its people, as the international community calls. The drone attacks that kill many innocent people, wiretapping and monitoring of not only theirs in the anti-war struggle, but also their allies, show a profile of the United States stained with human rights violations. The German magazine New wrote that during the Obama administration, at least 3,000 common people were killed in 390 drone attacks in different parts of the world, but nobody was punished for it. And such a thing is unthinkable in North Korea, the United States threatens. Human rights situation is more miserable in the United States. Large plutocrats, only 1% of the population, is almost all wealth of the country, and 99% of people are poor. Foreign media say at least 5,000 people were killed by the police in the United States after the September 11th incident, and claim that Americans must fight against their police more than terrorists of other countries. The advantages and invincibility of the socialist system of the DPRK are what capitalism cannot imitate nor have. This no more than a daydream that the United States, the world's worst human rights abuser, attempts to do harm to the DPRK with aid to a handful of human scum. You are listening to McCounting Reporter. What is the purpose of the U.S. aid? This is Voice of Korea.
Dear listeners, with this we conclude the English language service from Voice of Korea from the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. Voice of Korea presents its English language service for Southeast Asia between 5 and 6 hours UTC on 13,650 kHz and 15,105 kHz, and between 10 and 11 hours UTC on 11,735 kHz and 13,650 kHz. For Middle East and Northern Africa between 16 and 17 hours UTC on 9,890 kHz and 11,645 kHz, and between 19 and 20 hours UTC on 9,875 kHz and 11,635 kHz. For Southern Africa between 19 and 20 hours UTC on 7,210 kHz and 11,910 kHz. And for Central and South Americas between 4 and 5 hours UTC on 11,735 kHz, 13,760 kHz, and 15,180 kHz. And between 10 and 11 hours UTC on 11,710 kHz and 15,180 kHz. Goodbye, this is Pyongyang.